Hello, I'm going to show you the activity worksheet for lesson 2.03, Conservation of Mass. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this lesson. You are going to make sure that you work carefully through all 5 pages of the lesson before coming to page 6. Once you get to page 6, you're going to find some descriptions below. Here in the green box is where the activity is located. There is a worksheet that goes along with this for you to complete, but you're basically going to look at what reaction happens when steel wool is combined with oxygen. And what happens is you get iron oxide. Now look carefully at the mass, because the steel wool has a mass of 6 grams. When it's combined with 1 gram of oxygen, the final iron oxide has a mass of 7 grams. You're going to record this information into the worksheet. I'm going to open up a new buzz to show you how to make a copy of that worksheet from the Google Doc that I provided to you. Okay, so scrolling down in here, you will see, oh, I don't have it included in here. I need to add that yet. So let me go back. I'm going to use the one, I'll get it from here, that buzz gives you. I have it created, I just haven't added it to the course yet. So the worksheet is right here. You can use the one in Buzz, or I will have the one linked in the Google Doc, one linked into Buzz, so that you can make a copy of it. So here you can see for steel wool and oxygen, you're going to write observations before. So you take a look at the material and what does it look like before the reaction? And then the next question says observations after the interaction. And in the example of sugar and heat, they describe the sugar as being tiny white particles. So they're describing the size, the shape a little bit, the color. Heat is not seen. It's not something you can see, but it is implied by the heat source. The pile of sugar in the pot has a mass of 100 grams. So the mass of that object is also described. So for this first one, you can describe what the steel wool looks like, describing those physical properties that you can see, and then make sure you describe the mass in terms of grams. Do the same for the oxygen. Then after the interaction, what do you see happening? So you're going to describe here, sugar and heat was described as a solid light brown mass. At the bottom of a pot, it had a mass of 100 grams. So for this combination, you'll see it creates iron oxide. You can describe this using physical properties, and you can put the mass. All right, how was mass conserved? Well, in the example of sugar and heat, the mass of the sugar is the same in the melted form as in the solid crystal form. Was there a chemical reaction? In the case of sugar and heat, there was not a chemical reaction because sugar did not change in its composition. It did not become a brand new substance. It only melted. Melting is a physical property, and this change was a physical change. So in the case of steel wool and oxygen, you're going to complete your observations in all of these boxes, and then you will move on to the next reactants, which is an egg and heat, and then you'll reveal. And you're going to keep going through all of those different reactants and the product of those reactants to complete your table. Once that table is done, you turn that into Buzz. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out and ask. Thanks, guys. Bye.